How's it going, everyone? Anthony here with AnthonyAwaken.com and Awaken Outdoors. And here is the video that I've been super excited about making for a long time. It is the Bum Bag XL. Let me give you all a quick look at this right there. Now let's talk about what this pack is and kind of how I've got it loaded out and how I've had it loaded out for 2 winters now. So this one right here is my emergency survival kit. So as you can tell, this is not a large backpack. This doesn't have a full shelter. It doesn't have a sleep system. This is kind of specific. So if I'm carrying a backpack to maybe the next couple of towns over, or I'm just coming out here for a quick day trip or something, this is probably what I'm going to reach for. Now, right off the bat, you're probably saying, where is your sleeping bag? Where is your tarp? Where is your water bottle? Okay, you can't fit a water bottle into this, so that is why I'm always handheld carrying some sort of water bottle. This one right here just happens to be the Grail GeoPress. This thing is fantastic. I can boil in the outer container. I can push water through the purifier cartridge on the inside and have basically the best of both worlds. Now, with that said, we're getting into our cold season of the year, and it is already down to freezing today. So I'll probably go ahead and, just to be safe, switch over to a single-walled stainless steel bottle soon. And basically my means of purification at that point will be just to boil, just because I don't want to risk damaging this purifier cartridge and it, swelling and getting messed up. So that's typically what I do. And then typically I try to carry like a Sawyer Mini in my pack here or in my pockets, wherever I can kind of hold on to that. So that's water taken care of. And then as far as shelter, I do have a little bit of shelter in here, but my shelter is mainly going to be my clothing. So just to kind of show you all how I'm dressed today, I have some Injinji socks on, and these are like a wool blend, so they're pretty warm. I've got my Limbs Outlander boots on. I have some, and there's no way that you're going to be able to tell, but I have some base layers on from Condor, and this is like their level 3 waffle pattern, and those are flat out awesome and so stinking warm. So those are my base layers, and then I've got a pair of 511 pants on. Then I just have like a basic t-shirt on underneath this, along with like a heavyweight flannel from Walmart. These have been the best flannels that I've found. They have like a Sherpa lining. And then I have a Helicon Tex, I cannot remember the name of it, but it is a Helicon Tex jacket, and it feels like a whoopee, so it's flat out awesome. And then I just always have a hat on. Next up, this is carried around my person or somewhere kind of hanging off my bag, and this is just a sniper veil. Sometimes I'll also switch out for a shemagh if I want just like a closed knit pattern. So this one right here, you may be able to tell, you can actually kind of see through it a little bit, but these are fantastic for summer months, and it's just still what I had laying around in one of my packs that I grabbed out. But this right here can be used as a scarf, can be used as a pillow. You can gather up debris with it if you don't care about getting it wet, all sorts of things. And then I also carry some sort of fixed blade with this kit. And the one that I've kind of landed on over the past couple of years for this particular purpose in this kit is the Cold Steel SRK-C. This thing is really, really good. I modified it a little bit. I put a 90-degree spine on it. I've just added a little lanyard just so that when it's cold and I don't have much dexterity in my digits, I can just easily get to that. Also, a little Ranger band, extra tinder for fire, and also a little bit extra grip. This one has a Sagewood gear belt clip and Sagewood gear ferro rod and ferro rod loop. So that is the knife that I've kind of settled on with this kit. And then also one more thing that I forgot to mention, I do carry some form of gloves with me as far as my clothing as well. And this is also kind of part of my safety stuff. So like if I'm out here and like I said, my fingers are just absolutely frigid, then I want some gloves. That way I don't end up, you know, not feeling something and get cut. Last thing, as far as safety gear, I keep a little Helicon Tex micro first aid kit right there. And this thing is awesome. It's got the majority of everything and it rides right here in this little cargo pocket. But it has the majority of everything that I would need. And then I've also got a tourniquet. I've got a main bag out here today as well, just because I'm filming and stuff. And this is just my little emergency kit. But I've always got a tourniquet and some first aid materials in my pockets and all of that. So anyways, let's go ahead, let's dig into this kit. I'm gonna show you all just real quick what I carry in this and explain it a little bit, and then we'll wrap this thing on up. All right, so before we go ahead and dive into the interior, I've got a couple of carabiners. This one's just kind of loose in case I need to put anything out on the front. Then I have just some patches right here. These two are available at awakenoutdoors.com if you want to go and check them out. That would definitely be a great way to support the channel and content. And then just a little glow indicator right here. This one is from 511. Really dig that, and I've got that one kind of safety tethered onto the little loops up here. Then over in here, I've just got probably 15, 20 feet of paracord over there, and it is blaze orange as well. And then also some Gorilla Tape over there. Before we dive into the interior, let's go ahead, we'll check out the back right here. I keep one of these from Titan Survival. This is one of their emergency blankets right here. I've rigged these up as little lean-tos. I've just wrapped up in them, used them as a ground covering, all sorts of things. So that is really handy. That is my shelter for this kit. You can only fit so big of a shelter in a kit like this, but these are probably the best of the kind of one-time use survival blankets out there. And I had actually totally forgot that I'd put first aid gear in here, but I just recently refreshed this one, I guess. So I've got some Z-Zips for lacerations right there. I've got just some headache medicine, some Band-Aids, different things like that. And this is in like a really nice Ziploc bag. So anyways, that is the back. I just kind of keep the flatter items right back in here just so that they stay nice and out of the way. And also I didn't want this little space blanket to get nicked by, you know, something sharp or pointy on the inside. So I went ahead and I put that in the back. Next up, let's go ahead. As you can tell, this thing is pretty full right here. And let me go ahead. I'm going to adjust this brightness just a little bit. It's a little bit dark. I'm sorry about that, guys. All right, so right there, as you can tell, this thing is pretty loaded up. So right here, this one is an SE Kangaroo, just a little bitty fixed blade to keep in here. Really dig this one. And again, I'm sticking with the theme of blaze orange on this kit. I just want everything to be high vis. That way, you know, if it's tossed out right back there, I can see that even through the camera. Whoop. And I got a briar as well. That's always sweet. But anyways, yeah, I wanted everything to be high vis. So on this one, I have a little Exotac Nano Striker, some beeswax candles, some fire starters, and then I also have a safety pin for some repairs. Probably have a sewing needle somewhere down in there. And then I also have just some cordage right here if I want to just toss this around my neck. So right there is my knife. And then right here, let's go ahead, we'll take a look in this tin. I have it rigged up just with a little pull tab. I also have a Ranger band right there. And then on the inside, this is kind of how I do these kits. So this isn't just a fire kit. It kind of is a little bit all-encompassing. So I have a little bit of first aid in here. I have a little bag in case I need to actually use this tin for other things. I've got a little Ziploc bag that I can shove all of the contents down into. That way they're not just floating around. Have some of these Bigfoot Bushcraft tinder tabs. Have a sewing thimble, which is probably not going to show up too well. Some safety pins. I'm not going to pull everything out because it'll take forever to get back. A little bit of Kevlar cordage. a decked out Bic lighter right there that has jute twine, or I'm sorry, not jute twine, hemp rope, 1-inch Gorilla Tape, and a Ranger band. I have another little Ferro rod right here. Let's put something in behind it that's a little bit brighter so you can see it. Some Band-Aids, some sewing needles, some little glow sticks, and then also down in here is a Fresnel lens, or more commonly known as just a magnifying lens, like you know, that people can't see too well. They use them to be able to read books and stuff. I use that for solar ignition and solar fires, and they work really well. You can get those off of Amazon. So that is my little kit right here. I keep one of these in pretty much every bag at this point, and it's loaded out very similar. Some may be a little bit more full than others if it's a larger tin, but this is just a little tin from Überleben, and it's pretty sweet. So right there, again, orange. Then I keep Hydrapaks. These are awesome because if you've got boiling water, you can actually fill these things up with boiling hot water, put them into like your jacket pockets right here, like your little Kanga pockets, and you can warm your hands up with them. And it's a secondary container, and they're really durable, and they also work with Sawyer Minis, which is really, really cool. I dig those a lot. Down in here, I've also got a Grail pre-filter bag. So these are for getting a little bit of the funky stuff out of your water before you push it through your Grail, before you push it through a Sawyer, or before you just like fill up a stainless steel bottle. You can get all the like heavy particulates and nastiness out with this. So that's really cool. Dig having one of those. It doesn't take up much room. Next up, moving on to kind of shelter components, there is either 1 or 2 55-gallon drum liners in here, and this would be great in combination with my Titan Survival let me just pull it out. The little Titan Survival reusable blanket right here, or I'm sorry, not reusable, one-time use survival blanket. I could put this over top of me to reflect heat back, and then this could be underneath me. So not the Ritz-Carlton by any means, but this would be a form of shelter in a small kit like this. And then right there, I've got some Atwood micro cord and some jute twine right there. So they serve a little bit different purposes, but some cordage, and then also a Ranger band holding everything together, which is great for fire extending, which is really nice. Catches a flame from a lighter, but you can also light them with a Ferro rod. So anyway, speaking of Ferro rod, this is a brand new Craftic 8, which is really nice. My other one is all chewed up, and I've went through, goodness, probably 6 years with that. No, actually I got that one in 2016. But this one right here is brand spanking new for this kit, and I absolutely love this Ferro rod. This is the best Ferro rod for winter survival out there. And what I've done up here is I've went ahead and put 1-inch Gorilla Tape, and yeah, not much to say. That fire starter, it absolutely works. Next up on fire is a Matchcap XL. I wanted a way of just having just a rock star of a flame right when I needed it. So I've got the Yuko Stormproof matches in the little Exotac Matchcap XL. So that in combination with a Ferro rod, I should be able to get a fire, no problem at all. Next up, as far as fire goes, some more Bigfoot bushcraft fire tinder tab things, and these are also wrapped in a Ranger band. So a whole little fire starting package right there. I could probably get 6+ fires out of this, even in these wet conditions that we're in right now. Again, blaze orange here is just a little safety whistle, and this one right here has some Titan Survivor cord on it as well. This one is actually made by Titan Survival, so this is good for signaling and being able to do my thing there. Then some I Love Buc-ee's chapstick, not just because I love Buc-ee's, because I mean Buc-ee's is okay, but anyways, this chapstick is the best. So every time I'm in there, I grab about 10 of these. Next up, I have another Bic lighter. This one just has Gorilla Tape all around it, and as we know, Bic lighters, they just work. Also, everything is red and orange if I can make it happen in this kit, just because I want it to be a little bit more high-vis. This is a theme that I do. I like having Ziploc bags in every one of my kits, like as many of them as I can have. These are just really nice if I want to bundle all this stuff back up really quick and throw it in something waterproof. I can do it with this. Then I have a Sagewood Gear Kydex gear spool right here. This one is loaded up with Atwood micro cord as well. That is my favorite small cordage. So that right there. Then I have a little, what is this one? A Through Night flashlight. This one is just a little twist to operate. Let's see. Yeah. And I think I've got the battery reversed in this one, but it is a twist to operate, and then I keep just a little spare rechargeable. These are both AA's. So there's that. And also I went ahead and put a little orange lanyard on that just in case it gets dropped. I can see it really easy. Then I have a Silky, I don't even know what model this is. What is this? An F100. So this one I actually photographed it for like a bundle product, and I just threw it in here. It's red, it works really well, and yeah, so I've just got a little folding saw in here. So I cover all of my main priorities. Let me go ahead. That way y'all can see me. So anyways, I cover all of my main priorities with these little items right here. As you can tell, I don't have like a bunch of like little fiddly stuff, like, you know, really, really small stuff. I just kind of put some full-size products in here that I know that I have good experience with, and yeah, it gets the job done. So anyways, I appreciate you checking this video out, checking this kit out. Maybe once it gets really cold out here, we'll go ahead and put this kit to good use. I'll show you all how I use it. If you want to see that video, let me know, drop a comment. But I more than appreciate you sticking around for this video and checking it out. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button, drop me a comment, subscribe if you want to stick around and see more videos just like this. And yeah, until then, get your kits put together. It is prime time to be in the woods. And until the next video, be blessed.